The most effective method to get kids to sleep. Rest issues are not just a grown-up issue, children may effectively have issues with rest also. Normally that implies they will keep their folks upright close by them also. Sleep time can be a genuine issue in such circumstances. So the accompanying tips will give you a few different ways you can manage the issue without a difficult situation. Keeping the room clean. Nothing is more awful than a dusty room. So you would likewise well to guarantee you keep your child's room as unblemished as possible. Manage cover cleaning and upholstery cleaning in any event once per week. However, you would likewise well to manage different parts of housekeeping. The exact opposite thing you need to manage is huge loads of residue noticeable all around your children will take in, awakening with a sore and scratchy throat. Set an individual sleep time for your children. Children in young will require between 9 to 12 hours of rest daily, however there will be a decent piece of assortment to the entirety of this. A ton of children will have designs that may not change around a great deal, so you should become accustomed to it. Children that are sent from bed early will probably continue doing this, so you would do well to see about setting a proper sleep time to change their rest propensities. Set a wake-up time. On the off chance that you know how much rest your child typically needs and you have chosen when they ought to will bed, it is easy to arrangement a wake-up time. Permit your children to rest late on siestas and ends of the week, yet the additional long periods of rest may influence the kids' rest designs. So you would do well to consider whether this is a smart thought. Setting up a reliable sleep time schedule. Schedules are similarly critical to babies, little children and more established children simply like they are for preschoolers also. Doing some particular things before bed, for example, story time, shower and more will help signal your youngster that sleep time is close. Understanding what comes next will loosen up them, setting the ideal climate to hit the hay. After a short time, setting this standard will make kids more tired when this occurs, which will help a ton when you have to get them to bed. Reducing pressure before sleep time. Another hormone that ends up assuming a genuine function for rest is cortisol, which is ordinarily known as the pressure hormone. At the point when its levels are high, your kid won't have the option to rest, so keeping exercises and the temperament quiet. The climate darkened and taking into account an overall quiet loosening up outcome. Making a rest-actuating climate. While rich creatures can enable your children to rest better, a ton of toys will make this harder. You could consider having gentler sheets, a few shades to obscure room and to make it calmer. This will make it much simpler to rest there. Cooling the room. Your youngster and its rest cycle should be continuous by unreasonable temperature that may disturb their rest. You could do this effectively assisting with directing the inside temperature of your whole home. Yet you would likewise need to think about not packaging up your child with an excessive number of covers. Keep the room somewhat cooler and this will advance better rest. Keeping their feelings of dread away. Address the feelings of dread your youngsters may have, making a more quiet circumstance where they can unwind without dreading anything. Utilize a toy or shoo away the beasts under the bed or keep a little nightlight on if need be in the event that they dread the dull. Thank you and you're welcome.